All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises unto Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Also want to give double honors unto the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations unto the elect of Yasha, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans today, as well as unto the hopeful elect that I came out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth, preaching and prophesying through the spirit of Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, in truth and sincerity, as well as the men and women that follow, and those who might look like the other nations, but are of the nation of Israel on your father's side by blood. And as you can see, within the title, know your script, read your script, and know your role, I believe. Yep, read your script, know your role. All right, and this is something that happened on my spirit, a few days ago, listening to some videos at work, and I can't remember exactly why, but I know it was along the lines of, oftentimes we say, as we do believe and know for the most part, this is the Lord's movie. All right. Now, dang, that's another precept I was thinking of just now. Within a movie, in order for them to write a movie, they gotta how it's gonna begin, what's gonna be the climax, and then how it's gonna end. All right, and the same is with Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. Let me see. Look for this precept. I just thought of real quick. Declared. Yeah, Isaiah 46 and 10. I'm in Isaiah. Ooh, call all y'all BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. It's 10:44 right now. All right, let's go to Isaiah 46 and 10. Let's see if there's any little bit more to it. Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, we'll go to 9 with it. Get 9 with it. This says, remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me. And that's a fact. It says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Call all y'all BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. And rightfully so, like he said, there is none else beside me. There's nobody who can measure the times. Okay, there is nobody who can establish the times. Like he said, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures. Okay, from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, meaning what? Prophecy. Look at what is going on in this present day. All right, we have, man, where's my water? Oh, well, we have prophecy screaming right now. You have protests going on. Okay, see, and then a beautiful thing about it, the Lord said what was going to happen. All right, that there was going to be sedition among men. The least of them should draw them out. And he called it all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark in their forehead or in their right hand. And look at what's going on throughout the earth, those three alone. Okay, that there was going to be a famine of the word. They're constantly speaking about hate speech and certain, I think it's over there in the UK, they're trying to target the Christian street speakers. And it's something we know is going to eventually, trickle down to us. All right, because this is what's really hurting them. Okay, so that's how the Lord is what he said. I got to read 10 again. Isaiah 46 and 10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning. It's just like someone writing a movie. They can't just start it up, man. They can't. Hey, just go ahead, read that. Well, in order to have a script, you gotta know how it's gonna end. Cause whichever person plays that role, right? They have to know their lines, which we'll get in a second. They have to know their lines, all right, and they're going to read. If they read the whole script, they'll know what's at the end of it. They'll know if they live. They'll know if they die. You know. Now, what we have the script of the movie. You know, we're trying to find our role through the Spirit. All right, and what I mean by that is give our calling and give diligence to make our calling and election sure. Okay, we've already been invited to be part of the cast. Well, shit, really everybody's a part of the cast. The whole world is. That's the thing, you know, but you just got to know your role. You got to find it, you know, and that's going to come by reading the scriptures, because things will start to click if you have the elect, you know, or the hopefully elect. And if you have the hopefully elect, then you will start to do the things that's written. You'll be a doer and not a hearer only. Okay. Kind of can remember this is the Most High movie. Like he said, I am the Most High and there is none like me. Nobody can do the things that the Heavenly Father can do, that the Ancient of Days can do, that YAHAWAH can do, man. That's why that's why he is. But Esau's trying to do those things. He's trying to set up his own kingdom on earth. Okay. Via his technology, ultimately. His AI is involved in that. The RFID chip is involved in that. Okay, the different laws that they're coming up with, and the FF, you know, the F flags that they're having, and all of that. All of this is to create his own heaven on earth, which him taking all of those steps to create his own heaven is causing prophecy to come to pass. All right. Let me grab this. Isaiah 28:9. It says, whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, right? Because sometimes, you know, like vocab said, the Hebrew hopscotch, you know, it don't even make sense, because you have Bibles to where they connect precepts to precepts and give understanding on it sometimes, you know, so it's not something that we just made up. For one, it's written right here, and then two, these publishers put it in the book so you can better understand what you're reading, man. All right, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Okay, sometimes you read the whole chapter for the understanding. Sometimes you have to read 2 chapters, you know, going here a little and there a little, flipping back. You got like 3 fingers in your sword because you're trying to connect everything, you know. That's the ones he's going to teach knowledge to. All right. It says, for with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people, which we are officially speaking a new tongue to what we're supposed to be speaking, the QADASH, you know, but this is part of our falling away. This is part of our punishment, you know, part of losing our heritage and getting it back. This is all part of that. OK, but we're here. You know, we're here now. The Lord and released many, there's been many movies to this franchise. All right. Every lifetime you done came back. Now this is the generation where it's pretty much looking like judgment is about to come. You know, judgment day at that, man. All right. And it's beautiful. You know, it is beautiful. All right. Let me get one more. Is it disposing? This is no, I spelled it wrong. Good job. Sorry. This is Proverbs 16:33. It says the lot wait. It says the lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of Yahawah. Okay? Because you have your lot. This is what you're going to do in the Lord's movie. This is if you're going to be a good guy or a bad guy. If you're going to survive through the whole movie or if you're not going to survive through the whole movie. All right, if you're going to turn on someone, if you're going to become a hypocrite, betray someone, a traitor, whatever the case is, this is your lot that the Lord's going to give you your lot. And it says, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord Yahawah. I want to get that word disposing. What was it? 16. Why can't I not just remember that? When you go into that word disposing is judgment. Yeah, it says mashapat. There we go. Call all YAHAWASHI, you know. So the judgment, all right, or the justice, the ordinance, act of deciding a case, process, procedure, litigation. So it all comes down to judgment. It says the judgment is of the Most High. So that's, once again, whether you survive through the whole movie or not. Okay? It's all of YAHAWASHI. And boy, oh boy, are we living in some beautiful times, man. Okay? It says decision, right, privilege, due. And matter of fact, I'm going to get one more through the spirit, because that, it just hit me. Because that, it puts a exclamation mark on the end of this. Romans. Man, this is Romans 9, because this is mainly what the movie is about, Jacob and Esau. Jacob, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, a.k.a. the Israelites, right? And Esau, a.k.a. Edom, or the Edomites. You probably hear that word a lot now because the truth is out, okay? But this is what the movie is mainly about, all right? So we gonna show about that lot, man. You know, you got to know your role. This is Romans 9:10. It says, and not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. So it was all according to the purpose of the Lord. Okay. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. Right. Esau is our older brother, technically. Okay. So which makes us the younger, but it says he's going to serve us. Right. And it's coming up very soon. He did at a point in time, you know, and he's going to once again. It says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. Why? Because this is his movie. He wrote it how he wanted to write it, and we can't do anything about it. Okay? It says, for he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. And then it goes into how he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he wouldn't let our people go, so he can bring judgment upon Pharaoh, and his name, the name Yahawah, can be declared throughout the earth, man. Okay? There we go. This is the Lord's movie, you know, titled The End of Confusion, you know, which, hey, that's Babylon. All right. The Lord is going to bring judgment upon this society very soon. That's why so many things is happening. So many people is tired. So many people is trying to just find that spark, and they just can't find it. They just can't find it, man. Hey, so with that, Lord willing, you was edified. Lord willing, we allowed to endure to the end. Once again, I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Shalom.